Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Imagine the most powerful man in the world, leading his armies on the brutal, frozen front lines of a 17-year war. He's surrounded by the constant threat of death, political betrayal, and devastating plague. Now, what if I told you that in the quiet moments, inside a dimly lit war tent, this same man was writing one of the most profound and influential works of philosophy ever created? It sounds like a movie plot, but it's the unbelievable true story of the Roman Emperor Marcus Aurelius, used in his secret personal journal, which we now know as Meditations. This wasn't a book written for us. It wasn't meant for publication or for an audience. It was a private conversation with himself. Think about that for a second. The ruler of the known world, facing immense pressure, wasn't writing about military strategy or conquest. He was writing notes to himself on how to be a better person, how to remain calm, just, and rational in the face of absolute chaos. He was wrestling with the same questions we all face. How do we deal with annoying people? How do we find meaning in our lives? How do we face our own mortality? Let's paint a picture of his reality. He wasn't sitting in a peaceful Roman villa, contemplating life with a glass of wine. He was on the northern frontier, near the Danube River, fighting Germanic tribes in the Marcomannic Wars. It was cold, it was brutal, and death was a daily reality. The plague was also ravaging the empire, claiming millions of lives, possibly including some of his own children. He was a man who experienced immense personal tragedy. He lost at least 8 of his 13 children, and his wife, Faustina, died while accompanying him on campaign. Yet, in the pages of Meditations, you don't find a man consumed by bitterness or despair. Instead, you find a man actively practicing stoicism, reminding himself to accept what he cannot change and to focus only on what he can control, his own thoughts and actions. For example, he writes, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." This wasn't some abstract philosophical idea for him. This was a survival tool. It was how he got up every morning in that cold tent, put on his armor, and led an empire through one of its most difficult periods. He would write about dealing with treacherous generals and ungrateful officials, reminding himself to treat them with reason and not anger. He would reflect on the temporary nature of fame, power, and life itself, not to be morbid, but to appreciate the present moment and act virtuously. What's truly mind-blowing is that this collection of personal pep talks, written by a Roman emperor nearly 2,000 years ago, became a timeless guide to resilience and inner peace. It wasn't discovered and compiled until centuries after his death. These were his raw, unfiltered thoughts, a direct window into the mind of a man trying to live a good life. Under the most extreme circumstances imaginable, he was the emperor philosopher, the living embodiment of Plato's ideal philosopher king. But the reality was far grittier and more human than any ideal. He was simply a man in a war tent trying to be good. So the next time you pick up Meditations, remember it's not just a book of quotes. It's a testament to human resilience, forged in the crucible of war, loss, and immense responsibility. It has a secret journal that survived the ages to teach us one powerful lesson. The battlefield for our character is not out there in the world, but right here, within our own minds. Thanks so much for watching. If you found this story as fascinating as I do, please hit the like button and subscribe for more deep dives into history's most incredible stories. Let me know in the comments what you think about Marcus Aurelius. See you in the next video.